Regrets. Qué calor.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Everything
Fine.
is okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. Hello, Claudina. How are you?
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. And you?
Fine, teacher.
Okay, great. Just to remind you that you need your full name. Okay?
One moment, teacher.
Okay. Hello, Tricia. How are you?
Hello, Miss. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. Welcome. Jose, welcome.
Hello, good evening, teacher.
Good evening. Welcome.
How are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, Joshua. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you. What about you?
I'm good too. Thanks. We have Cecilia, Gabriela. Hello, how are you? Gabriela, do you hear me?
Hi,
Hi, how are you? Okay, great. Cecilia, hello.
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
hello. Good evening. How are you doing?
So far, so good. What about you?
Okay, I'm good, thank you.
Nice to hear it.
Just curious, where were you in the picture? In your profile picture, you have a chip. You're muted.
Yes, this was when I was working in Ratan Island. It's in the cruise ship. So in the downtown of the island.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Looks like Miami, but it is not Miami. It's Roatan.
Nobody's nice.
Yeah.
Rigoberto, hello. How are you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Welcome.
I'm
Welcome.
fine.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, let's start with a game that is for kids, but I hope you enjoy it while you review, okay? If you have realized, we are reviewing the simple past verbs pronunciation, especially the regular, because I realized that we need to review that. That's why. Hello, Anderson and Wilmer, welcome. So let's see.
Hi, hello, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome. You can see my screen now, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, great. So let's start. The turning. Hi, my name is Yvette. I'm a chrononaut. That is, I travel through time in my time machine and collect artifacts from history. So unfortunately, because of a temporal disturbance, my artifacts have disappeared. I need your help to reclaim them when my trusted time and tape. So let's see. The time machine is full, tank is empty. We'll need to convert some past tense verbs into drag the past tense verbs to the orange portal to power the machine. Don't grab any present tense verbs by mistake. So you're gonna tell me that verbs in past that you see, okay? So which ones are in past?
Carried,
Carried, okay.
answered,
Answer.
Answered, okay.
Build.
came, came,
Here.
Came, heard. What else?
built,
Slept.
Covered.
Slept. I heard built.
covered,
Covered.
Covered.
did,
Yes.
Did.
Did. Everybody also
paid,
participate.
Sang.
Paid.
sold,
Hot.
Oh,
Hot.
Sold. Okay, great. Let's see. You'll see complete sentences in either past or present tense. Drag the correct verb into the sentences and revamp the engine. So the director always tells the actors to
speak,
speak. We need a uniform to school every day.
where,
Where?
Where?
What time does a school day
And
end? Our band director does not
prove,
approve of cleanliness. We must be careful not to
Burn.
Burn.
It is important to
dress,
Dress.
the Empire State Building was
build.
built. That team always
wing,
wins when they play. When my brother was little, he
annoyed,
Annoyed.
uh-huh. Who
Drunk.
drank all of the juice left. Nice, the machine is ready to go. It's time to get those artifacts back. You'll be given a word in the present tense. Type in the past tense version of each verb to retrieve an artifact from the past. Right, what is the past? You have to spell it for me. What is the past? I'm hearing, wait. I heard air. What's that? R,
D,
okay, great. Field.
U, I, L, T, S, P, O, K, E.
What's the word? Speak.
Spock,
Walk. Right.
W, R, O, T, E.
And what's the pronunciation?
Roll. V, I, D.
What's the pronunciation?
Did.
Did.
S, A, W.
How do you read it? So.
A-D-E.
T-E.
Mhm.
Okay. How do you say it?
A. S-A-N-G.
Sí.
How do you say it?
Fun. T-R-A-V-E-L-E-D.
Repeat.
B-E-L-E-D. Troubled.
Troubled.
D-R-A-N-K.
Wait, I heard I and I heard A. What's the correct?
A.
A. N.
K.
K. How do you say it?
Trunk.
Track. Great job. So you have 20 artifacts at this point. And we're going to stop here. And we're going to do another activity. So well done, people. Just let me see the chat. Do you hear now, Wilmer?
Sure, miss. I can hear now.
Okay, great. Now let's see. You are seeing Quizlet, right? So here I have some phrases with verbs in past. So you're gonna read them. Can you read the sentence after Hannah?
Hannah
Hannah
started
started
school.
school.
She
She
walked,
walked,
biked,
biked,
hiked,
hiked,
every afternoon.
jogged every afternoon.
Jose, only Jose.
After Hannah started school, she walked, bike, hike, or jogged every afternoon.
Okay, just remember walked, Noel, walked,
Walked,
and jogged.
jog.
Okay, Álvaro,
After Hannah started school, he walked, biked, hiked, and jogged every afternoon.
okay, started. Israel,
After Hannah started school, she walked, biked, hiked, or jogged every afternoon.
okay. Just remember that here we do not pronounce the L. Walked, walked. Now let's listen to Luis.
After Anna started school, she walked, bike, hike, or jogged every afternoon.
Okay, jogged.
Jogged.
Now this one, let's read it together. This afternoon,
This afternoon,
I stopped at the gym and left some weeks before I stopped for groceries.
Groceries.
okay, so let's listen to Julia.
okay, this afternoon, I stopped at the gym and lifted some weights before I shopped for groceries.
Okay, well done. Claudina,
Okay, this afternoon I stopped at the gym and left some weight before I shopped for groceries.
okay. Claudina, this afternoon, repeat please. This afternoon,
This afternoon
I stopped
I stopped
at the gym
at the gym
and lifted
and lifted
some weights
some weights
before I
shop
for groceries.
for groceries.
Okay. Tricia?
This afternoon, I stopped at the gym and lifted some weights before I shopped for groceries.
Okay. Gabriela?
This afternoon, I stopped at the gym and lifted some weights before I shopped for groceries.
Okay. And Rigoberto?
This afternoon, I stopped at the gym and lifted some weights before I shopped for groceries.
Done. The next sentence is, let's read together. 1, 2, 3.
His
Work
work
Workday ends
ended after he prepared
reports
at
his
his
email,
mailed a letter and attended
the
a
letter and
meeting.
attended a meeting.
Joshua, read please.
Sure. His workday ended after he prepared reports, looked at his email, mailed a letter, and attended a meeting.
Okay. Now let's listen to Cecilia. Cecilia Vendrix.
Okay, this workday ended after he prepared a report, looked at his emails, mail and letter, and attended a meeting.
And attended a meeting. Now let's listen to Anderson.
His work day ended after he prepared reports, looked at his emails, mailed a letter, and attended a meeting.
Okay, looked,
Looked,
mailed,
mailed,
attended.
attended.
Okay. Hector, read please.
His workday ended after he prepared reports, looked at this email, mailed a letter, and attended a meeting.
Okay. Now let's listen to Marisa.
His workday ended after he prepared reports, looked at his email, mailed a letter, and attended a meeting.
Okay, very good. Emily?
His workday ended after he prepared reports, looked at his mail, mailed a letter, and attended a meeting.
Okay, remember ended. Ended and attended. Wilmer, by the way, we need your full name. Don't forget it.
Okay. I'm gonna change it.
Okay, but you can read first.
Okay. His workday ended after he prepared reports, looked at his email, made a letter, and attended a meeting.
Okay. Now, let's see the other one. Okay, let's read it together. 1, 2, 3. They lived
in
London for years, but they moved to Toronto, where they worked till they retired.
Retired. Okay, Jeremias, read please.
They lived in London for years, but they moved to Toronto.
Sorry, I couldn't hear the last part of the sentence. I don't know if you said it because there were some issues with the internet.
Where they worked until they retired.
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 Okay. Lucila, read please.
They lived London for years, but then moved to Toronto, where they worked until they retired.
They retired. Okay. Guadalupe, read please.
Okay. They lived in London for years, but then moved to Toronto, where they worked until they retired.
Next sentence. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. We work
worked
all
all
day,
day,
marched
Marched
home,
home,
watched
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 TV,
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 then
and
and
collapsed
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 in
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 bed.
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 Natalie, read please.
We work all day, march home, watch TV, then collapse in bed.
Receive the class.
Now let's listen to Luz Maria. Luz Maria, are you there? Luz Maria. Well, Cecilia Guadalupe, read please.
Okay, good evening, teacher.
Good evening.
We worked all day, marched home, watched TV, then collapsed in bed.
Collapsed in bed. Okay. Let me check on something.
Excuse me, teacher, excuse me. The word collapsed and the final pronunciation or the end pronunciation collapsed with T on D or
Collapsed. Must be T.
collapsed.
Collapsed.
Collapsed. Okay.
Collapsed.
Thank you, teacher.
Checking. See, I'm checking. I'm just something. Wilmer.
Okay.
You are twice. You are twice again.
Twice again. Okay. I'm gonna read it. We worked all day, marched home, watched TV, then collapsed in bed.
Okay, what I was trying to tell you is that your name appears 2 times.
2
The
times.
video call. Yeah. Yeah, you are twice in the video call. One with your camera on and one with your camera off.
Maybe that you have 2 devices, Wilmer.
Well, but this time you don't hear weird, right? You hear clearly.
Teacher, but I don't know what's happening this because I am in front of my computer and I don't have another devices connected.
Didn't know
Just
you.
the computer.
I guess you're having problems with the internet and sometimes it can happen.
I'm gonna
But
leave.
if you're not having trouble, I don't think it is a problem. So this is the last sentence. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. Today
Today I
I
fixed
fixed
the
the
computer, played
played
some
some
games,
games,
cooked dinner,
dinner,
washed
the
dishes,
dishes,
ate,
and finally
and finally
crashed
crashed
for the
the night.
night.
And finally
For the night.
crashed for the night.
crashed. Bathe.
Crashed.
Okay, this is bathe, and
Bathe.
crashed.
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 Bathed.
Crash.
Crashed.
Crashed.
For the
Okay,
night.
let's listen to Edison. Hi, Edison. Edison.
Hello, hello.
Hello, read a sentence, please.
Okay, today I fixed the computer. played some games, cooked dinner, washed the dishes, bathed, and finally crashed for the night.
Okay, yes, this is bathe. Bathe.
Bathed.
We have Guillermo and Luz Maria. Are you here? Guillermo,
Yes, teacher, but I'm driving.
you're driving. Okay. Whenever you can during the video call, please change to your full name. We need your full name, Guillermo. Don't forget it.
Okay, teacher. I changed, but I don't know what happened.
Maybe you didn't change in the account. You only changed in the video call, but not in the account. Maybe that's
Okay. Okay, teacher.
well. So let's continue now with the book. So let's go to the book. And to page, let's see, page 14. Page 14 in the book. So we have a mysterious artist. Read the article and the comments on the right. Whose comments do you agree with? See, I am going to ask some of you to read. Okay, Jose Heriberto, read please.
Okay. Banksy is a British graffiti artist who has become famous around the world for two things: his controversial work and the mystery surrounding him. Usually working in disguise or at night, Banksy has managed to keep his identity secret and both his fans and detractors alert. Any clues to his identity always make the news.
Okay, thank you. Claudina, continue reading, please.
The paragraph number 2, teacher.
In 2010. Here.
Okay. In 2010, magazine The Future ranks as one of the most influential people of the year. Readers shopping to finally see his face must have been pretty disconcerting when they saw the picture of Banks with a paperback over his head.
Over his head. Alicia, continue reading, please.
In 2011, when a movie by Banksy was nominated for an Oscar, his graffiti appeared on buildings and signs around Los Angeles. People thought he could have been trying to get publicity for the movie. At the time, a passerby photographed a man busy taking photos of the graffiti. It may have been Banksy documenting his own work, but nobody is sure.
You. Rigoberto, continue, please.
In 2013.
Yeah.
A website claimed Bankside had been arrested and his identity finally revealed. However, the claims were later discovered to be false. It's not clear who was behind the hoax. I don't know the pronunciation of hoax. That's the right hoax.
Hoax.
Hoax. But
Mhm.
one thing was certain: Bankside's secret was still safe.
Now let's read the comments. Marisa, read the first comment, please.
Okay. Cave life. People should stop trying to find out who Banzai is. It's a waste of time.
Okay, now let's listen to
Me.
Gabriela. I'm sorry, then Luis, but first let's listen to Gabriel.
Okay.
The second one, Gabriela.
Can you repeat, teacher?
Read the second comment.
The magazine readers shouldn't have expected to reveal his identity just because of an article.
His identity, right? Then let's listen to Anderson.
Yes, sir. Hello.
The third comment. Read the third comment.
Paul, right?
Yeah, Paul 2001.
21. I'm certain Mansky must have to win that Oscar. But would he have? Should he say it at the awards ceremony?
Okay. Now, I'm sorry, Luis. This was yours, Luis.
Paul.
Now, this one, Art Fan.
Art fan. Once he does return to photograph his art, so it might have been him taking the pictures. He should be more careful.
Okay. Then, Jeremias, no, you already read. Lucila. Zorro 565.
Okay. So 565.
Yeah.
Bansi shouldn't have painted on their people's property. That's illegal.
Okay. Property.
Property. Okay.
And now let's listen to
What much? What?
Wilmer. Read the web watcher, please. Wilmer?
It is the last one?
Yeah, the last one.
Well, Watcher,
Yes.
that website hoax might have been planned by Bansky himself. What a joke.
He planned. Okay, planned.
Oh.
And I remember that I had that word. Yeah, I have it here.
About this artist
Yes.
This artist is like a My Mellow singer.
I'm not sure.
Marshmallow.
No, because this is not a singer, right? This is a
Artist,
Artist, painter.
Yes.
Hmm?
No, the identity.
Because of the box that he was, but he used the bag, the bag only once when he had to do a public appearance. But that is what I understood. He only covered his head with a box just once. So, hoax.
Miss, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Is there a difference between a passerby and layperson?
Passerby and
Layperson.
can you spell the second one?
Lawperson.
Repeat it, please. You went too fast.
Layperson, excuse me. Layperson. Layperson.
Repeat it. Sorry, but repeat it. Layw.
Layperson. Layperson.
Lady.
Exactly.
Lenta, como lento. Ley.
I don't know, but I heard two spellings. Write it in the chat.
I'm gonna write it here in the chat.
Right, yeah, it's better. So this is hoax. A plan to deceive someone or a trick. That is hoax. Okay. Layperson. Let me check because I'm not sure. And the other one is passerby, right? Wilmer?
Yeah.
The other one was passerby, you said.
Exactly. I need to know if there is a difference between those.
Why don't we
What's
look for
example?
them right now? Let's see if we find them here. If not, I will continue looking for them.
Passerby and layperson.
Someone who is going past a particular place, especially when something unusual happens. So, yeah, someone who was passing, right? And a person. Someone who is not an expert and doesn't have a detailed knowledge of a particular subject. No, the definition is totally different.
Yeah. According to this, it is very different.
Yeah. Have you heard them like synonyms? Wilmer?
Layperson.
Excuse me?
Have you heard those two words like synonyms?
Where did I hear it?
Yeah, if you have heard that two words being used in the same way.
Well, I had the chance to visit California, so I'm gonna say a Negro person, or when he was talking about the people who is walking in front of the apartment, he say they are lay persons.
Every lay persons working with career persons. Yeah. In the dictionary, they are totally different. But we're gonna look for more for another source, okay, later.
Remember that people use too many forms to express the same.
Yeah.
It's like a colloquial
English, right? Yes. So coming back to the article, what do you think? Do you agree with the comments or not? About what was the name of the guy? Benz. Do you agree with the comments? Oh my God, what did I do? Do you agree with the comments or not?
Excuse me, teacher, wait a moment. I need to read it again.
Okay, read again if you need to.
Teacher, when you are saying hugs,
Mm-hmm.
is something like you are pulling a leg
Mm,
or just kidding, playing a joke?
no, I think it was something serious, as far as I understood. It is
Excuse me,
something.
teacher. The word is this wise or a night in the first paragraph.
I don't get the question, sorry. Repeat it, please.
What is meaning this wise or another synonym? Usually working in this wise for a night.
This wise.
This wise, yes.
Write it in the chat, please. So, are you reading again? Are you reading again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Ah, disguise.
Disguise.
Mm-hmm. It's in the reading, right? Yeah.
It's to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Synonym to hide.
It is. That is to wear something for you to hide. To wear a costume, maybe,
Disguise.
or to go to another place in order that nobody can see you.
No, but in this case, this artist usually working in this way or at night.
Mm-hmm. Usually working in disguise, or at night. Disguise. Usually working in disguise. So hidden from people. Hidden from people. That is the meaning.
Okay.
Or it could be also wearing a costume, so nobody can recognize him.
And also could be when someone changes the appearance to anyone recognize her or him.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree, teacher, with the was the cafe life said.
Read it, please.
I agree with the
Yes, read the
about
comments, please.
people should stop trying to find out who Banksy is. It's a waste of time.
Okay, just find out. Find out. You can join the two words. Find out. Find out.
Find out.
So in that way, you're gonna sound more natural. Find out. Find out.
Find out.
So why do you agree with that?
Because it's the way that he is going to be absent from people, and he's going to get a lot of money doing that. Because people are trying to find him and looking for him, information, photos, and could be that it's a way for make money.
Okay. Any other opinion?
It's like a thief, teacher.
No, he's not. He's an artist, but he doesn't want to be recognized, so he disguises himself.
He's an artist.
Yeah,
Graffiti
who doesn't want
artist.
to be recognized.
Yes, teacher,
Okay.
I agree with sorrow 5C5. Mankind shouldn't have painting on other people's property. That's illegal.
It's illegal. That's illegal.
That's illegal.
Okay. Any other opinion? Who do you agree with?
Sorry, teacher, I have an opinion about Paul 2001. But I have to read it, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm certain Bansky must have wanted to win that Oscar, but will he have shown his face at the award ceremony? Did I pronounce well?
Ceremony.
Okay. I don't think that should be that he has to like he has to do it because actually there are so many artists that have won so much prizes and they are so famous and they doesn't have to show his face. For example, Daft Punk. I don't know if you know who they are. Okay, that's a Dwight that it makes music, but all his career was about wear some kind of mascaras like helmets. But they are so popular now. They finish the music, but the people know about them because of the helmets. It doesn't. It's like it's not too much interesting who they really are. It's just much like the helmets and the kind of music that they make.
Okay, interesting. Any other opinion? Who do you agree with? With which comment do you agree?
I agree with Sorrow 5652 because that said Banzai shouldn't have painted on other people's property. That's illegal. The first one that is illegal, and the second one is because nobody likes to someone enter to their properties and damage it. So if you have your property, it's because you are working and you pay for some things in your property that it's not good that someone damage it.
Okay, I agree. The last opinion?
I agree with Cafe Live because for me it's a waste of time.
Why?
Because imagine if imagine if another situation more weight. I mean, for example, violence and accident. The people his waste the energies and the waste and the money for possibly is a joke. No, it's only a in the real life. Possibly is a joke. This is my humble opinion. Sorry.
Let's continue. To the next page, and we have grammar. We have modals with multiple uses, and we have to express the result certainty. Use must not, must or must not, can't, could not, might not, or may not. The examples are: I'm certain Messi must have wanted to win that Oscar. People thought he could have been, could have been trying to get publicity for the movie. That website hopes might have been planned by Benson himself. To express obligation, advice, or opinions, use should or should not. Do not use must not. Have for obligations, advice, or opinions about the past. So you see, for obligations, we use in the past should. Bensi shouldn't have painted another people's property. Obligation. He should be more careful. Advice. The magazine readers shouldn't have expected Fancy to reveal his identity just because of an article. And opinion. So in the present, for obligation, we use must, right? To have, but not in the past. In the past, we use shouldn't. Now, I have more explanations about this. Let me share it with you. Here, we have very certain. To show that you think something was probable in past, use must not have, can't have, or couldn't have. Jake had a stomachache last night after dinner. He must have eaten too much. So you are almost certain that this is true. So you use must have. Then Sophia was at a movie with me last night. You couldn't have seen her at the mall. So she was not at the mall because she was with me. So you couldn't have seen her at the mall. Then we have uncertain. This is not so sure. Uncertain. It is kind of the opposite. To show that you think something was possible in the past, use could have, may have, might have, may not have, or might not have. So Junho is usually here by now. He could, may, or might have missed the bus this morning. So he could missed the bus this morning. He may missed the bus this morning, or he might have missed the bus this morning. Then Tanya was supposed to meet me before school. She may gotten the message, or she might not have gotten the message. So in this ones, you are not so sure that this happened. In this, you are almost sure. You are sure, but not in this ones. You see? Just look at the words that you must, at the models that you must use. Must have, mustn't have, can have, or couldn't have when you are really sure. And would have, might have, may not have, or might not have when you are not sure. Now, to give opinions or advice, there are a greater number of models available for talking about the present or future than there are past. Present or future, use must or must not, have to, have got to, had better not, or should not. Parents have got to monitor that shows their children watch. The kids had better not spend so much time indoors playing computer games. In the past, we have used should or should not have. I should have listened to the advice my parents gave me about having a healthy style. We should not have ignored the scientists' warning about global warming. Now, I will ask you to take a picture of this because you will need this information in a moment. So take a picture, take a screenshot, take a picture of the information. Tell me when you have it.
Excuse me, teacher, we need to study a lot of this information because it's a huge information from my brain, but I try to memorize.
But with practice, you get it. Then you don't need to memorize the rules. You just need to practice. And that's what I want you to do now. We're going to have a short practice on this, but I need you to keep this information. So take a picture or a screenshot and tell me when you have gotten the picture. So I can change the slide.
I got it.
Okay. What about the others? Do you have the picture?
And teacher.
Maybe you can get it in the chat. Cecilia?
Yes, I sent it to the WhatsApp chat.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. The exercise. I work this exercise in groups. Just let me. Well, you can go to page 109. That is the activity that you are going to work. 109. The explanations are there, and the activity is also there. 109. So you're going to choose the correct answer to complete the sentences. Let me share.
A mis compañeros les encanta cómo dejas el arroz.
De verdad.
Ay, no te quiero probar el arroz integral. Ay, qué rico.
Sharing her thoughts.
Yes, I like rice too.
I want to try your arroz.
Okay, there is in the WhatsApp chat the activity. You're gonna do it in small groups right now. So let me send you to breakout rooms, okay? Let's see. March 25 today. And you will have 5 minutes to this activity because it's short. Well, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to circle the correct words, okay? Remember the activities in the WhatsApp chat.
Teacher, send me to the group again, please.
Let me see. What happened?
I don't know, teacher. What's going on with this?
Now let's check the answers. Yours are coming back soon. So number 2. Let's listen to Julia. Read all the sentence, the 2 sentences, please. Give
Okay.
me the answer.
Where's my umbrella? It was right here by the door. Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. My sister must have taken it.
My sister must
Have
have
taken it.
Okay, this is correct. Number 3, Jose.
I got a terrible cramp in my leg while I was jogging yesterday. You must not have done your stretches properly first.
You must not have. You must not have done stretches properly first. Then number 4, let's listen to Lucila.
Number 4.
Yes.
I have to ask Natalie twice to turn down the TV. She might not have heard you the first time.
She might not have. Yes, that is correct. 5, Cecilia Guadalupe, number 5.
Okay, number 5. They say the meeting was at 7:30, but I have already started when I got there. You must, sorry, they they must have been to the wrong time.
You must have, right? Must have. Okay, remember 30, 30,
30
and started. Started.
started.
Aníbal, number 6.
Okay, Marnie wasn't at work yesterday. Was she sick? Was she sick? Uh, well, she couldn't have been too sick. I saw her at the park.
7, Joshua.
I 7. I only used your camera to take a few pictures. I don't see why you're so upset. Well, you shouldn't have been using it without my permission.
Hold on. Wilmer, number 8.
Number 8 is my turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late. We were playing baseball and I didn't notice the time. And the answer would be you couldn't have been doing that. It's been dark for an hour.
Yeah, you're correct. So check on your answers, please. And let's see. From room 1, Cecilia, Beatriz, Gabriela, Jeremias, and Wilmer. How many correct answers do you have?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Okay. Awesome. From room 2, Cecilia, Guadalupe, Edison, Lucila, Luis, and Natalie. How many correct answers do you have?
All of them.
Okay, awesome. Room 3, Emily, Angie, Guillermo, Joshua, Julia,
All of
Rigoberto.
them.
All of them?
All of them.
All of them, teacher.
Wonderful. Room 4, Álvaro, Anderson, Jose, Cristian.
We got 7.
7. Good. And 5, Aníbal,
No te comiendo eso porque después no vas a hacer nada.
Claudina, Marisa, and Roxana. How many correct did you
¿Y vos dónde estamos? Ahí.
Aníbal, Israel, Claudina,
All of
Marisa.
them, all of them, all of
All of
them.
them. Okay, I got it. Okay, so you're ready to take the test right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. No, we will continue with the practice and the book. See. My God, where's the book? Wait a minute. Find them. So right now, let's do activity B. It is page 15. So it says use models to write reactions to these situations. Then comparisons with the partner. 1. You and your friend planned to meet, but your friend never arrived. So the reaction is, you might have been busy at work. He might have been busy at work, but he should have called to tell me. Number 2 is, you loaned your classmate a lot of money last week, but she still hasn't repaid you. So you have to write a reaction using one of these models. Must have, could have, might have, for the negative. Should have, shouldn't have, should. Okay. Remember to use the models. Then 3, you feel sick after a big fish dinner. 4, if you receive flowers from a secret admirer. 5, you haven't received any phone calls or text messages in a week. And your boss promised to promote you, but it still hasn't happened. So this is individual work. Do it right now, please. Tell me if you understand or not, please. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's work. 5 minutes, no more than that. 5 minutes to write down your reactions. You can write them on a notebook, you can write them on the computer or on the cell phone. So start, please.
In the chat room, teacher. No.
No, on a notebook or on a computer. On your computer or cell phone.
Okay.
She must.
One minute. So who has number 2? You loaned your classmate a lot of money last week, but she still hasn't paid you.
She may not have the money yet.
Simple, right? She may not have
The money.
money yet. Another option?
Me teacher,
Yes.
he might have spent the money in others' needs, but he should have told me.
She might have spent the money in other needs, but she should have told me.
Told
Okay.
me.
Another option?
Me, teacher. Oh, sorry.
Ahead.
Me and
Okay.
she couldn't have gotten her salary.
She may not have.
She couldn't
She couldn't.
have.
Okay, but I think it's better may or might. She might not have gotten. She
Okay.
might not have gotten her salary yet, right? Okay, another option. Anderson? Sorry, Anderson is raising his hand.
Surely he forgot.
Repeat it, please.
Surely he forgot the money. Sorry.
She should.
Yes, surely
She should
she
have forgot
forgot to pay me.
to pay me, okay? And there was a girl wanting to participate.
It was me, teacher.
Okay, Emily.
He might forget because of homework.
It is she. It is she. She might have forgotten
because of homework
to pay me because she has a lot of homework. Okay, so she's really concentrated on doing homework. Okay, then let's go to 3. You feel sick after a big fish dinner.
Teacher,
Has an
me.
opinion? Yes.
He shouldn't
should-
have eaten a big fish or dinner.
Okay, but it's you.
I should
No, I shouldn't.
I shouldn't have eaten a big fish
I shouldn't
dinner.
have eaten. Yeah, shouldn't have. Okay. Another option.
Me, teacher.
Hmm?
It must have been ill prepared.
It has been
Ill prepared.
okay. Luis Ernesto, you raise your hand.
You might have eaten too much.
You might
I
have.
have eaten.
Okay. Okay. I might have eaten too much fish. Okay. Another option.
I shouldn't have eaten so much.
I shouldn't have eaten so much. Okay. Another option.
Me, teacher.
Go ahead.
Might not, no, sorry. You might not have eaten too much at night.
Okay, but it's I, right? I might have not. Or I must, right? I must have not. But I shouldn't. It is should. I shouldn't have. Repeat the idea, please, Roxana. Sandra?
You might not have eaten too much at night.
So you or I shouldn't have eaten. Shouldn't have eaten. Remember? That is shouldn't to express obligation, advice, or opinion.
Okay.
Then another option, another idea. Another idea. Or, well, 4. You receive flowers from a secret admirer.
Me, teacher.
I
I
see.
see.
Guadalupe, and then what's the other? Oh, you raise your hand, so let's see. Oh, hey, Guadalupe, you're first.
Okay. I must have been thought about who couldn't be my secret admirer.
I'm beat it. Repeat it. Guadalupe.
Sorry, teacher. I must have been thought about who couldn't be my secret admirer.
I might have been told.
So,
I might have been told. What's the verb that you're using? Sorry.
uh, about thought,
I must have
being thought,
thought.
thought.
But what's the idea that you wanna say? Right.
Um, pensar,
Okay, so
or can be, I'm gonna say in Spanish,
I might, uh-huh.
que tengo como debería de pensar sobre quién podría ser mi admirador secreto.
So I should. I think that's
Ah,
I should. But in this case, it is I should think. I should think about who is that, who that person is, right? I
okay.
should think,
I
or I
should.
should give some thought. You could say to use some more American phrase. I should give it some thought. I should give some thought about it. Okay,
Okay,
actually,
thank you,
some
teacher.
thought. Okay, Luis, what's your opinion? Did you receive
Some,
flowers,
okay.
Luis?
Someone could be half fallen in love.
Okay, but you didn't receive the flowers, right?
No, maybe other person.
So repeat that sentence, please.
Someone could have been falling in love.
Someone could have followed.
How do you, okay.
Could have followed
Someone could have fallen in love.
followed the love. Yeah. Marisa?
I shouldn't have received flower for a strange
Okay, I
person.
shouldn't have received the flowers from a strange person. Israel?
Teacher,
Yeah?
for example, she should have been very excited about
He
the, she should have been so excited about the flower
about
that that
she
his
got.
secret friend.
Okay. Okay, but Marisa doesn't want the flowers. She should have been excited, but she isn't. Okay. Israel, what's your opinion?
In my case, I could feel super excited for a new special person.
Okay, so repeat the first part, please.
Uh, ¿Qué dije? Ajá. I could feel super excited for a new special person in my life. Ajá.
Okay, I could have been. That is what you said?
No. I could. I I could feel. Me podría sentir.
I could, uh-huh. I
Ajá.
could have been.
Mhm. Yes. Feel super exciting for a new special person.
I think that is, in that case, a little more context. And I think that would be better to say,
Mhm.
I could, or
Yeah.
I might have been excited about that in person. Could be. Jose, Heriberto,
Yes. I should have asked who was the secret admirer.
I should have asked
Asked.
who the
Yeah.
secret admirer was.
Oh yeah. Who was the secret admirer?
Who the secret admirer was. That is an indirect sentence or question. That's why the verb goes at the end. Okay, then number 5. You haven't received any phone calls or text messages in a week. That is weird, right? So you haven't received any phone calls or text messages in a week. What's your opinion about this?
I'm gonna try to.
Go ahead, Hector.
My cell phone couldn't have been working well.
My cell phone couldn't have been working well. Yeah, for sure, right? Another opinion?
Charge.
Say the whole sentence, please, Guillermo.
Sería and I could no should charge guess so
Repeat
no
the whole.
call no should have called phone the church the church guess so no.
Write it in the chat, please. Guillermo, write your sentence in the chat, please. So, Luis, you raise your hand, Luis.
Guillermo shouldn't have paid the last receipt.
I guess that is the idea, right? Guillermo may not have,
shouldn't have paid
but
the last receipt.
that's a possibility. So, one certain about that. So maybe you can say Guillermo might not have, or may not have paid, or could.
Because it's a common
Situation, right? That you forget. Yeah.
Yes.
Heriberto?
Yeah. I might have been disconnected from the internet network.
From the internet?
Internet network.
Temporarily? That is what you mean? Temporarily?
Oh yes, temporary.
Okay. Emily, what's
Teacher.
your option? Emily?
Okay, teacher, I might have to update the apps or the cell phone systems.
Okay. Rigoberto, was it you that who wanted to participate?
Yes. He might have been in plain way that
That cell phone might have been
yes, in plain way,
yeah,
plain. I don't know.
yeah.
That's okay.
Well, number 6. Your boss promised to promote you, but it still hasn't happened.
He might have been busy at work, but he should have promoted promoted me as soon as possible.
Okay. Okay, got your idea.
Yeah.
Emily?
He must have forgot
He must have
forgot
forgot all about it, right? Yeah. Julia, you wanted to participate?
Yes, teacher. My boss should have given me the promotion because I deserve it.
Okay, my boss should have given me the promotion because I deserve it.
Yeah.
Roxana and then Jose.
Your promotion shouldn't have approved yet.
The promotion, oh, that has a degree of uncertainty. So you must say the promotion might not have
Might not.
been approved, right?
Okay.
Yet. Jose,
Yeah. He could have been working in a company project.
he could have been working in the company.
In a company project.
What's the last one? Sorry.
Project.
I don't get that word.
Project.
So repeat all that phrase.
Okay. He could have been working in a company project.
Ah, sorry, project. Yeah. So he's been busy, right? Lucila,
Yeah.
I get the idea now. Lucila,
Aumento de sueldo.
repeat it, please.
How do you say in English aumentar el sueldo? Aumento de sueldo.
That's get a raise.
Get a raise.
You get a raise if you get an aumento.
Get a raise. Okay. He must, your best promise to promote you, but it still hasn't happened. He must not have wanted to give me the raise.
To give me a raise, yeah. Well done. Okay. Any other opinion? Cecilia, Guadalupe?
Yes, teacher. I must answer him. Why not he give me a promotion?
I might ask him. You're going to ask him. So
Yes,
I might
sorry.
ask him.
Ask him.
I'm going to ask why. Okay.
Why not he give me a promotion?
Why he hasn't given me the promotion. So let me take the attendance. Let's see, Alejandra Gabriela. She wrote in the chat, yes. Álvaro
Yes, I am here.
Anderson is here. Aníbal.
I'm here, teacher.
Cecilia Beatriz is here. Cristina Ileana. Cristina. Excuse me? Edison is here. Gabriela Noemi.
I'm here, teacher.
Jeremias is here.
I'm here, teacher.
I'm here.
Who is?
Me, Angie. You didn't mention.
No, because but I assigned Wikipedia, but I already saw you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
Jeremias, okay. Gloria is not here. She wrote in the chat that she has situation. Guadalupe del Carmen,
Present teacher.
Héctor is here. Jennifer Gabriela, Jennifer, Israel,
I'm here, teacher, I'm here.
Jose Heriberto is here.
Teacher.
Josué Reinaldo is here. Julia is here. Tricia is here. Lucila is here. Luis, María Claudina is here. Teresa Genoveva, Natalie is here. Marcela María. All right. Pamela has never come. Ricardo never came back. Rigoberto is here. Roxana is here. Wilmer is here. Luz Maria. I just saw her at the very beginning of the class, but she didn't participate. That, I guess. Emily.
I'm here, teacher.
Cecilia Guadalupe.
Here, teacher.
Guillermo is here. Now let me take the picture. Okay, so we're gonna take that picture. So let me see. Roxana and Crisia, can you move down your camera a little bit, please? Okay, there you are, Crisia. Okay, so 1, 2, smile, please, smile. Okay, I took the first one. Wait a moment for the second. The chart. Now let's take the second one. See? Yes, all of you are there. So 1, 2, smile. Okay. See? I am sharing right now. And with this, you may go to your break. You have 10 minutes free. Okay, so see you in 10 minutes.
Teacher, excuse me.
Claudina, yes.
After the break, I will be the camera off because should I go the clinic for a payment?
You have to go to, sorry?
Should I go the clinic?
To the clinic?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thanks for letting me know. We're back, people. We're back. Yes. We're back. We have to continue. Hello. Break is over. We have to come back. People, we have to continue the class. Hello. Where are you?
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
Hi,
You
teacher.
didn't finish the process, right? So you have to finish. Okay. Julia, Alicia, Álvaro, Emily, Aníbal, Anderson, Jeremías, Guillermo, Sandy, Angie, Edison, Roberto. Okay, we need your cameras on. So to continue, we are going to watch a video. So let's pay attention, please.
From great big messes to little spills, accidents are a part of life. Most of us try to avoid these problems, but sometimes accidents can be very lucky. Sometimes they can change the world. Take penicillin, for example. You might not think you could discover a wonder drug by forgetting to wash your dishes. But that's what happened to the scientist Alexander Fleming in 1928. He was positive he could find a drug that would kill bacteria in the human body. His lab was full of petri dishes containing different types of bacteria. He should have cleaned the petri dishes in his lab before he went on vacation, but he didn't. When he returned 2 weeks later, they were covered in mold. Yuck! But in one of the dishes, the mold seemed to be causing a problem for the bacteria. It was actually pushing the bacteria away. Fleming suspected this accidental growth of mold could be the key to the wonder drug he was looking for, and he guessed right. Today, penicillin is the most widely used antibiotic drug in the world. What would have happened if Fleming had washed the dishes like he was supposed to? Everyone knows that melted chocolate is a real messy problem. But when Percy Spencer put some chocolate in his pocket, he discovered the microwave oven. In 1945, Spencer was working with something called a magnetron, used in radar technology for the military. One day, when standing close to the magnetron, he noticed a candy bar in his pocket melted quickly. He figured the magnetron must be responsible, and he started to experiment. He had a hunch the magnetron could heat up food, so he tried corn kernels and made the world's first batch of microwave popcorn. When he heated an egg and it exploded all over a coworker, he realized he needed to create some protection. He solved the problem by containing the microwaves in a box, and the microwave oven was born. Think of all the microwave dinners you would have missed if Percy Spencer had ignored his messy chocolate problem. Anybody who owns a dog knows for a fact, if you let your dog run through the field, he'll come back covered in burrs. George de Mestral let his dog run through the brush anyway during a hunting trip in 1941. As he was dealing with the problem and picking off the burrs at home, he wondered what made these little things stick so well. He put the stuff under the microscope and identified the problem. The burrs had lots of tiny hooks that easily attached to the small loops in clothing and fur. That gave de Mestral an idea. He was sure that if he could create a product that did the same thing, it would be very popular. He had to try lots of different prototypes, but he finally found one that worked. And when astronauts started using it to keep things from floating around in space, and sneakers began using it instead of shoelaces, George de Mestral was certain his Velcro was here to stay. So, the next time you have to clean up a little accident, think to yourself, what might I discover here?
What was the video about?
About the different discoveries.
About the different
Accidents that changed the world.
What were some of those accidents?
Penicillin,
Microwave.
microwave, and the last one I don't remember.
Velcro.
Sneakers,
The glass milk.
So, have you ever had an accident that has led you to another stop? Can you think about a situation that has happened to you, has led you to an important stuff?
no, me, teacher.
No.
Or any situation that maybe changed last minute and that took you to a different way? I will give you an example. It is not an accident, but something that happened last minute. When I was about to start high school many years ago, I was gonna study in a certain school, but suddenly in the last moment, my father decided that I had to go to another school. And so I studied in high school in this other school. And 4 years later, after I studied the profesorado, I was working in this school that he decided in the last minute. And they hired me because they knew me. And I have been working there for 18 years now, so almost all my life. And it's a nice place. I love to work there. My daughter study there, so I don't want to change my job. So if I had studied in the other place where it was originally planned, I have never had gotten this job, right? So can you think of something in your life, something similar? Okay, Israel can hear, it's raining. Sorry, Israel. So can you think about a situation in your life like this one or something similar? Maybe.
Me, teacher.
Okay, Emily?
I think that it was 4 years ago when I finished the high school. I was studying a technical, technical for 2 years, And when I gonna start university, I was thinking to change the major because I was studying graphic design in the high school. At university, I was thinking to change to an engineer, but and I was decided to change. But the day that I go to university to inscribe myself, I decided to continue in graphic design, and now I'm in the fourth year in the major, and I'm in a structure in the university, and I think that it was a good decision to stay in the graphic design, not to change, and maybe take that study and in the engineer after this one. So I feel grateful to have took that decision.
Okay, great. Nice story. Somebody else?
Me, teacher.
Hey, Marisa?
Well, my fat saved me to death in the past because in the past I really wanted to enter the first promotion of policy, professional policies. But I think intellectually I would have passed the exam, but I really waste a lot of pounds because I always have many pounds in my body, and this save me. My pounds save me to death right now. I don't know.
So you were heavy.
Yes, always. I am. I was heavy for all the time.
Okay, I have been heavy all my life. At the beginning, you said my father said me. You have to say my father told me. Okay, my father told me. Okay, thank you for sharing, Marisa. Another story. Anybody else? Only one. One more. Please.
In my case, when I was studying in the last year at the university, I have to made a practice, and they send me to the a first center for health service. It was in near my home in San Marcos, and I made my practice over there. And when I have to continue in the last year for the social service, they send me to the same place in my neighborhood in San Marcos. And when I was hired by the Ministry of Health, I was sent to my neighbor clinical of assistance and in San Marcos, and I still there since 1999.
Wow. Okay, thank you for sharing. But it's since, not science, okay? Just remember, since.
Since.
Since. Okay, thank you. No more stories. No. So let's go back to the book to finish page 15. See. Have a discussion. Read these headlines about strange events. How would you explain them? Let's see. Mystery sound irritates village. Let's listen to see. Cecilia Beatriz, read please. Mr. Sun irritates village.
Okay, sure. Misery sounds irritates village. Each night from midnight to 4 a.m., a mysterious human sounds keep in 300 residents of Goodland, England. Awake, there are so factories of large roads nearby, and so far nobody can explain the sound.
Thank you. Guillermo. Please read colored honey puzzles farmers. And then please change to your full name. Okay, after that. You're muted, Guillermo. Your microphone is off. Cannot hear you. Guillermo, we can't hear you. Guillermo? Guillermo. Well, Guadalupe del Carmen, read please. Colored honey puzzles farmers. Guadalupe? Guadalupe del Carmen. Okay, Roxana.
Yes, teacher.
Oops. Wait a minute. Who wanted to try?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to try,
I want, I don't.
but go,
Okay.
Roxana, don't worry.
Where? Sorry, can you repeat?
I don't, you, if you want, you can read.
Okay, so Roxana, read colored honey puzzle farmers, and then Natalie, you can read river runs.
Okay, okay. Colored honey puzzles farmers in a French region famous for its honey. Bees have been producing it in shades of blue and green. Farmers say the honey is unsayable, and they are investigating the cause.
Thank you.
River,
Natalie?
river, okay, river runs red. Shock resident watched in disbelief last week as the river running through their city turned a deep red color. Some people rushed to save a bottle of the colored water while they had the chance.
Mm-hmm. Now, in small groups, you're going to discuss some explanations about these mysteries. To discuss, you can use these expressions. You can use formal, you can use these ones. I don't know. I'm not so sure. Well, maybe, but I know what you mean, but this is to disagree. You're gonna use them if you are not in agreement with the opinion, with the explanations of your classmates. So let's repeat. Let's repeat. I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not so sure.
I'm not
I'm
sure.
I'm
not
not
so
Not
sure.
sure.
I'm not sure.
Well, maybe, but
Well,
Well,
maybe,
Well,
but
Maybe.
Maybe
but
but.
okay, you have to complete your number. I know what you mean, but
I
I
know
know what
You
you
what you
mean
mean,
but.
mean,
but
I
but
know what you mean, but
and here you have an example. Airplanes flying overhead could have caused a noise in that village. You are not so sure about. You disagree. So you say, I'm not so sure. I think Someone may have been making the sound on purpose as a prank. Could be. So
Prank.
think about prank as a joke, a kind of joke.
Joke. Prank is
Yeah,
a joke.
yeah.
Okay.
So think a little bit about the explanations. Meanwhile, I send you to breakout rooms to discuss. Okay. Please again take advantage of time. Okay. Do you need this? Because this is in the book, but I don't know if you need this image in the chat or the. Do you need this in the chat? Or do you have
Yes,
your
teacher.
copy?
Yes.
So let's see. So right now, let's see. I see you in the breakout rooms. Having problems again, Julia? Hi, Guadalupe.
Hi, teacher.
Hi. You are twice in the video call. Israel.
Well, estoy solo aquí, ma.
Listen, we're going back to the book for the last time this evening. And
Teacher,
yeah,
I can't answer when you ask me to read because I have problem with my phone. My phone in that moment doesn't work very well. I'm sorry.
okay, no problem. I realized you had a situation going on. Thank you for telling me. Okay. So this is page 12. We're going back to page 12. Some who are still missing, they are coming soon. It's page 12 in the book. These verbs are often used to talk about problems. Use the verbs to replace double-faced words and phrases in the sentences. But first, let's check the vocabulary. We have aggravate, avoid, cause, deal with, identify, ignore, run into, and solve. And I would like you to repeat the words, but let's see. So we have avoid here. Avoid. Let's listen and repeat.
Avoid.
Let's see.
Avoid.
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 Aggravate.
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 Cause.
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 Cause. You see it's
Cause.
at the end. Cause.
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 Deal with. Deal.
Deal with.
Deal.
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 Identify. Identify.
Identify.
Identify.
Identify.
Identify.
Identify.
Ignore. Ignore.
Ignore.
Ignore. Ignore.
Ignore.
Run.
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 Solve.
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 Solve. Solve.
Solve. Solve.
Solve.
Now let's check on the definition in case you don't know the meaning. Solve is to find an answer to a problem, to solve a problem, to solve a mystery, to solve a puzzle.
In a math exercise.
Run into something or someone, to drive a vehicle into an object or a person in another vehicle by accident. But in this case, run into a problem would be to get a problem, right? To get a problem. Then ignore. This is easy, right? To intentionally not listen or give attention to. Then identify, I guess this is easy too, to recognize someone or something. Deal. It's an agreement or an arrangement, especially in business. It is an agreement or an arrangement. Cause the reason why something happens. Aggravate, to make a bad situation worse. To make a bad situation worse. And no, that's not that was in the previous activity. Avoid to try to omit something, right? To stay away from someone or something. That is. Now let's go back to the book. And we have to, what was the direction? Use the verbs, these verbs, to replace the bold-faced. This is bold-faced. Bold-faced words and phrases in the sentences. So let's see.
Avoid is like far.
Like
The
what?
word. Avoid. Avoid is like a for, teacher.
Afford. No, it's different.
Uh-huh.
Avoid is to stay away from something or someone.
From, uh-huh. Avoid is something
To stay away.
away, okay.
Stay away. To stay
Uh-huh.
away from something.
Y for,
Afford is to be able to.
lejos.
So which word are you using? I was listening afford.
Ajá. For es como para, ajá. Afford.
For.
Ajá.
For is totally different. For F-O-R.
O-R es for para, no.
Yeah.
No.
Basically,
Lejos,
that is the meaning.
afar.
Oh, no. You are saying
Ajá.
far away.
Far away, yes. Ajá. Far away.
That means lejos.
Okay. Pero sin el away, far.
Far.
No,
It can have the same meaning, far. It is really far.
Far.
San Miguel is far from
Ajá.
Sonsonate.
Ajá.
Yeah.
Okay. Y avoid is similar.
No,
For avoid.
avoid is a verb. That means evitar. Evitar. So they are totally different.
Okay. Evitar.
That's the word. So you can get it.
Thank you, teacher. I got it.
So let's see. Number 1, my friend never does anything about his problems. So in other words, my friend always ignores his problems. You see, we are using one of these words. Number 2, Maria can look at a broken bicycle and find a problem right away. Another way to say this?
Identify.
Identify could be
Identify.
solve could be Good. 3, my sister is never afraid to try to take care of a difficult problem.
Deals with.
To deal with.
To deal, yeah.
Yes. 4, Dan always makes his problems worse.
Aggravate.
Yes,
Aggravate.
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 5, Robbie always follows the recipe closely to prevent problems when she cooks.
Avoid.
To avoid. Yeah.
Avoid.
6, Michael always unexpectedly encounters problems when he tries to fix things.
Run into.
Runs into.
Run into.
Yes. 7, Carla is great at completely fixing any kind of problem at work.
Solve.
Repeat it.
Solve.
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 So
8, Al is a kind of student who always makes problems for teachers.
cause.
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 Always causes. Why are you laughing? What
Who
kind of
was?
students were you at school?
You see,
Identify who.
they identify with all.
Israel. Teacher.
Israel.
Israel.
Israel felt guilty. So let's do this. Listening, dealing with problems. Listen to Ray. Felipe and Jennifer talk about a problem that they each had. What did each person finally do about the problem? Write the correct letter. So listen. Not the audio. Let me look for the audio. Hi. That I looked. Yeah, I lost it by accident. So, okay, let's see. Let me share again.
Unit 2, Lesson
Do you
A,
listen?
page 12.
Yes.
Exercise 6, Dealing with Problems. Part A. Listen to Ray, R, Felipe, F, and Jennifer, J, talk about a problem that they each had. What did each person finally do about the problem? Write the correct letter. 1. Ray.
The problem that I had, well, it was a real learning experience. You see, I went to the doctor for my yearly checkup. I think it was last spring. And anyway, the doctor said I'd gained some weight, and this was a surprise to me, but he said my health wasn't really too good. He told me I needed to start exercising and eating better. So I got one of those low-fat cookbooks, and I started jogging around my neighborhood. And at first I felt great. But then one day I was jogging, and I guess I was pushing myself too hard, and I fell and twisted my ankle. So, after that, I didn't do any exercise for a few days, and I started to feel really lazy and unhealthy, and here's where I made my mistake. I started jogging again, even though my ankle was still a little sore. I really shouldn't have done that. I should have gone to the doctor about it and followed his advice. Well, surprise, surprise, after a few days of that, I was running and I felt this awful pain. It was just terrible. It hurt so much. I could barely walk home. So I went to the doctor after that, finally. He told me that I shouldn't have started running again so soon. That just aggravated the problem. Now I can't go jogging for a couple of months.
2. Felipe.
The problem was our next-door neighbor, Eddie. It got so bad that I just wanted to move out and sell my house. But then I figured no one would buy it. You see, my neighbor's hobby is fixing up old cars that he can sell later. That's fine, I guess, but he always runs into some problem while he's fixing them up, and then he just quits. So the cars just sit there in the front yard. Right now, he's got 3 out there, and they're horrible to look at. For a long time, I didn't say anything, but I kept getting madder and madder. Then last Saturday morning at about 7 o'clock, Eddie was out there working on a car and making so much noise it woke us up. Well, I had to do something. So I stomped out there in my pajamas and started yelling. Of course, Eddie started yelling back. It got pretty bad. I guess I shouldn't have done that. So later that day, when I was a little calmer, I went out and suggested he build a fence so I wouldn't have to look at that mess. He thought it was a good idea, surprisingly, but he also thought I should pay half the cost. We haven't solved the problem yet, but at least we're dealing with it. We're talking about it like adults.
3. Jennifer. One time, my best friend Keiko and I were supposed to work on a big school project together. It started off okay. We figured out what needed to be done, and then we divided the work between us. The problem was, I didn't do the work I was supposed to do. Keiko kept calling me, and I kept making excuses, just ignoring the whole problem. The day before we had to hand it in, I had to tell her that I hadn't done my share. She worked all day and all night and finished the project by herself. The teacher loved it and told the class what a great team Keiko and I were. I didn't say anything, and neither did Keiko. I avoided her in class that week, and when she called me, I didn't answer or call her back. See, I really hated confrontation. I couldn't deal with problems like that. I thought it was better to just pretend there was nothing wrong. I thought Keiko might be mad for a couple of days and then forget about it. That was 5 years ago. Now, when I see Keiko, she just says hello and keeps walking. I guess I should have apologized right away. Then I might have avoided the whole problem. Or better yet, I should have just done my share of the work.
Do you need to listen again?
Yes.
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 Yes, please.
Yes, teacher.
Unit 2, Lesson A, page 12. Exercise 6, Dealing with Problems. Part A. Listen to Ray, R, Felipe, F, and Jennifer, J, talk about a problem that they each had. What did each person finally do about the problem? Write the correct letter. 1. Ray.
The problem that I had, well, it was a real learning experience. You see, I went to the doctor for my yearly checkup. I think it was last spring. And anyway, the doctor said I'd gained some weight, and this was a surprise to me, but he said my health wasn't really too good. He told me I needed to start exercising and eating better. So I got one of those low-fat cookbooks, and I started jogging around my neighborhood. And at first I felt great. But then one day I was jogging, and I guess I was pushing myself too hard, and I fell and twisted my ankle. So, after that, I didn't do any exercise for a few days. And I started to feel really lazy and unhealthy, and here's where I made my mistake. I started jogging again, even though my ankle was still a little sore. I really shouldn't have done that. I should have gone to the doctor about it and followed his advice. Well, surprise, surprise, after a few days of that, I was running and I felt this awful pain. It was just terrible. It hurt so much. I could barely walk home. So I went to the doctor after that, finally. He told me that I shouldn't have started running again so soon. That just aggravated the problem. Now I can't go jogging for a couple of months.
2. Felipe.
The problem was our next-door neighbor, Eddie. It got so bad that I just wanted to move out and sell my house. But then I figured no one would buy it. You see, my neighbor's hobby is fixing up old cars that he can sell later. That's fine, I guess, but he always runs into some problem while he's fixing them up, and then he just quits. So the cars just sit there in the front yard. Right now, he's got 3 out there, and they're horrible to look at. For a long time, I didn't say anything, but I kept getting madder and madder. Then last Saturday morning at about 7 o'clock, Eddie was out there working on a car and making so much noise it woke us up. Well, I had to do something. So I stomped out there in my pajamas and started yelling. Of course, Eddie started yelling back. It got pretty bad. I guess I shouldn't have done that. So later that day, when I was a little calmer, I went out and suggested he build a fence so I wouldn't have to look at that mess. He thought it was a good idea, surprisingly, but he also thought I should pay half the cost. We haven't solved the problem yet, but at least we're dealing with it. We're talking about it like adults.
3. Jennifer.
One time, my best friend Keiko and I were supposed to work on a big school project together. It started off okay. We figured out what needed to be done, and then we divided the work between us. The problem was, I didn't do the work I was supposed to do. Keiko kept calling me, and I kept making excuses, just ignoring the whole problem. The day before we had to hand it in, I had to tell her that I hadn't done my share. She worked all day and all night and finished the project by herself. The teacher loved it and told the class what a great team Keiko and I were. I didn't say anything, and neither did Keiko. I avoided her in class that week, and when she called me, I didn't answer or call her back. See, I really hated confrontation. I couldn't deal with problems like that. I thought it was better to just pretend there was nothing wrong. I thought Keiko might be mad for a couple of days and then forget about it. That was 5 years ago. Now, when I see Keiko, she just says hello and keeps walking. I guess I should have apologized right away. Then I might have avoided the whole problem. Or better yet, I should have just done my share of the work.
So let's see. What did Ray do with the problem?
The first
Can you
one,
repeat? Sorry?
the first one, great. He go to the doctor and the doctor say that he needs to training, exercise, and eat better. And he started to jumping, but his uncle, his uncle, and he feel better some days, and soon started jogging again, but that aggravated problem.
So Ray ignored the problem, dealt with the problem, or aggravated the problem?
Aggravated the problem.
Aggravated.
Aggravated
Aggravated problem.
I think the first time he ignored a little bit problem and ignore it, then aggravate.
He aggravated. Aggravated. Yeah. Then, what did Felipe do with the problem?
Deal with it.
Deal with it. He dealt with it. And what did Jennifer do with the problem?
She ignored
Ignore the problem.
So those are the answers. Then you're already listened again, so we're going to write down the answers here. Let's see, Ray. Describe each person's problem. Briefly, in one sentence, how would you say his problem? How would you describe Ray's problem?
Ray didn't follow the doctor instructions.
What
he was getting some weight.
He was getting some weight, so he started
He shouldn't start to
jogging. But then he
Twisted his ankle.
Twisted his ankle, and then he
Aggravated the problem.
Aggravated the problem, yes.
But how?
Because now his health is not good, and also his ankle.
What did he do after he twisted his ankle?
He rested for a few days, but once he started feeling better, he started to jogging again.
Okay, so he started jogging too soon.
Too soon, yeah.
After he twisted, right? Twisted his ankle. Felipe, What's his
He has a
problem?
problem with his neighbor.
Uh-huh. Neighbor. What's the problem? What does his neighbor do?
He repairs
Fixes
cars, old
cars.
cars. So there are 3 cars in front of his house, and he said that those cars are really ugly, and
Yeah.
he suggested to build a fence but his neighbor said that he has to pay 50 and 50.
You know,
So-
his neighbor is really smart, right?
So he didn't agree, and so they are dealing with that problem yet.
He doesn't want to pay, of course. So his neighbor is like, it's your problem, so you solve it. So Jennifer, what's Jennifer's problem?
She
She doesn't
didn't
help.
do
Ignore.
her part of the project.
She didn't.
She
She didn't do.
Didn't help
her part
Her part.
of,
classmate
of the project.
to the project
On a school project. So her classmate
finished finished
all the project
alone.
alone, yeah.
And now is her classmate happy?
No, she was angry.
So we can say that as a consequence, we can say that her classmate got angry, right? And she didn't do anything. So are they friends now?
No.
No.
No, they aren't.
No, they aren't.
She was irresponsible and then she got situation. Okay, so time is over. And on Friday we're having evaluation, okay? The oral evaluation for unit 2. So don't miss the class, please. As in the previous class, I am going to tell you in a moment what we are going to do. Okay? So we'll see you on Friday. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good
Good night,
night.
teacher.
Bye. Take care.
Guillermo,
Take care
behave good.
too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay,
Good
bye.
night.
Bye, Guillermo.
Bye.
Bye,
Okay, good
Jenny.
night, good night.
Bye.
Good night. Good night. Take care.